Hello guys and welcome back to another video on my channel, and today it is a match preview. It's QPR versus Luton Town. Now, international break is now over. We get to have roughly around about 4 months of no breaks, and I am very excited. Plenty of football coming our way. Just like any other match preview, guys, I do talk about the game before. And for Luton, that was against Stoke at home, and it was a disappointing 1-0 home defeat against Stoke. Now, I just want to firstly say, it just shows you how much Luton as a club, how well we have progressed in the Championship since being in it. Now, we used to go to teams and park the bus for 90 minutes and, score and then defend. Now, teams are doing it to us. So it just shows you how far we have come. Stoke, as soon as they got their goal, really, they kind of sat back. They didn't test us. I don't even remember Sluga making many saves in the game. I really can't remember Sluga doing really anything. The goal, we couldn't do nothing about it. It was very poor by us. It was great play by Stoke. I think they made around roughly around about 17 passes or something silly like that. It was like a very worked goal. We should have really stopped the cross. They had a 3-man in the box. When you play 5 at the back with the 3 centre backs, they need to, one needs to have one player, the other needs to cover. We just let a free player in the box have a tap in, and we had 3 centre halves in the box. That isn't good enough, and Nathan was not happy. I think it was Burke's fault. It was either Naismith or Burke's fault. It depends how you look at it. They should have just, they both saw the man there. They should have done something about it, and it was really disappointing that we got the 1-0 home defeat. I thought going forward throughout the game, we didn't really test Stoke at all, really. We kind of played to their strengths. They've also played with 3 centre-backs and 3 strong physical centre-halves. And Adebayo, yeah, he dealt with them, but he can't deal with them on his own. And I felt like we were playing to their strengths so much. We were hoofing the ball to Adebayo, and I didn't think that was the right way to go about it. And when we actually played the ball on the floor and created chances by moving the ball quickly, we looked the better side and we looked likely we were going to score. But at times we just kept putting the ball in the air, and I just felt like we're just not playing to our strengths, really. And in the end, it was just a disappointing 1-0 defeat. I feel like if we played the ball on the floor a lot more, we probably would have got, something from the game, but unfortunately we didn't. But now we move on to this game against QPR away from home. At QPR, we don't really have the best records there, if I'm being honest. So hopefully that is something which we look to improve on. We did play QPR on the last away game of the season where they did get the win. And we knew in that game how well they are at getting forward. QPR are, especially in a Mark Warburton side, going forward, they don't have any problems. They know how to score goals. They've got the players to score the goals. When you've got Charlie Austin and Andre Gray, both players have scored goals, plenty of goals at this level. You kind of are going to score goals. And as we all know, Andre Gray, former Luton player, it's going to happen, and it's just going to happen. Ex-players normally do score against us, but that's something which we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to deal with their strike force. We're going to have to deal with how well they move the ball quickly on the floor. The only positive with playing QPR is, although they're very good going forward, is at the back is where the problems are. And I've always said with QPR, if they get their defence right, they get into the playoffs easily because they know how to score goals, and then they'll be able to keep clean sheets. But unfortunately, that's the issue with QPR. Defensively, they struggle in that department, and I do think that is something which Luton will hopefully try to exploit in this game. Now, we've pretty much got a fully fit side. Nathan hasn't really come out and said anything that this player is missing. We're pretty much as strong as we have been all season. So I'm expecting a strong side, and I'm expecting a side that is going to go for it against QPR. Now, I know historically, there's been a little bit of, not a rivalry, but, a little bit of a hatred between both fans, obviously fighting amongst each other and stuff like that. So this game has a little bit more, I say suspense. I don't actually know what the correct word is, but, you know, has a little bit more to it than just a normal game in the Championship. So both teams will probably be up for this on this encounter. It's on Sky as well. QPR love a game on Sky Sports. Pretty much every game they play is on Sky. I don't know why. Probably a few QPR fans work for Sky. That must be the only reason. But I do reckon this game will have goals in it. You know, that's something which, you know, since Luton have been in the Championship, there's always been goals when we've played QPR. So I don't imagine this being a 0-0, you know, game. Now I've said that, it probably is going to be a 0-0 game, but I'm expecting an entertaining game. I'm hoping that Nathan doesn't play 5 at the back. I don't want to see it. I'm not a big fan of it. I've always said I've not been a big fan of it. I'm only a fan of it when it actually works properly, and it works really well, like the game against Coventry at home, you know, where we won 5-0 playing that system. You know, it worked then. I feel like you have to play a certain way, and you have to have the right personnel in. If you don't have the right personnel and you don't play that certain way, then you're not going to get the points. And that's something which I think Nathan needs to take on board. So I would like to go with a 4 at the back, you know, an attacking lineup really, you know. Hopefully Luke Berry's back. I think we've missed him quite a lot. You know, he is a box-to-box midfielder and he does get a few goals. You know, Pelly needs to step up really, you know. Although last 2 games he has done quite well. Middlesbrough I thought he was quite good. I thought Stoke he was good. He actually created a few chances against Stoke as well. So hopefully he can continue a little bit more. You know, obviously Cornick and Adebayo, their strike force has been absolutely amazing this year. So why not? Why can't they score a few more goals, you know, in this game? So I'm quite excited. I don't know what to expect, but hopefully we can get something. I would take a draw against QPR. I think a draw isn't a bad result. And fingers crossed we can try and get something and not get back-to-back defeats in the Championship. So, guys, my score prediction is going to be, I'm going to go with goals. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Let me know your score predictions and your predicted lineups in the comment section of this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. And fingers crossed Luton can get the 3 points against QPR.